Okay, I hope I'm audible to all my students who are attending this particular lecture for the Mathematical Methods for Economics course. In this particular lecture, I'm going to start with the discussion of some of the back problems from chapter 2 of the book Mathematics for Economic Analysis by Sydsaeter and Hammond. This is one of the major books I prefer to follow for my mathematical methods for economics course. Okay, on your screens, students can see chapter 2. The name of the chapter is functions of one variable. Okay, and this is the first back problem exercise of the book. Okay, from section 2.2. So in this particular lecture, I'm going to solve some of the initial problems from this particular section based on functions of one variable. Okay, so let's start with the discussion of this particular practice lecture. So let's look at question number 1. Let f of x be equal to x square plus 1. So we are asked to compute f of 0, f of minus 1, f of half, and f of square root of. All we have to do is plug in the values in the function f of x. So let me quickly come to the whiteboard to solve this. Okay, we are looking at practice problems. From section 2.2 of the book Sydsaeter and Hammond. Okay. The name of the chapter is functions of one variable. Functions of one variable. Okay, so let's look at problem number 1. We are given that f of x is equal to x square plus 1. Okay, so part A asks us to find f of 0. F of 0 will be 0 square plus 1, which is 1. Then f of minus 1 will be minus 1 square plus 1. Minus 1 square is 1 only. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then f of half. The next part asks us to find f of half. It's going to be half square plus 1, which is 1/4 plus 1, which is 5/4. And then f of square root of 2 will be square root of 2 square plus 1, which is 2 plus 1, which is 3. Okay, so these are my answers to part A. Let's look at part B. For what x is it true that f of x is equal to minus f of minus x? So let's solve for part 1. So part B, part 1. F of x equal to f of minus x implies f of x will be x square plus 1. F of minus x will be minus x square plus 1. So this implies x square plus 1 is equal to minus x square is again x square plus 1. So x square plus 1 will be equal to x square plus 1 for all x. Because left hand side also is x square plus 1, right hand side also is x square plus 1. Both are equal for all x. So my answer to part 1 is f of x will be equal to f of minus x for all x. Okay, let's look at part 2. F of x plus 1 equals f of x plus f of 1. When will that happen? So if I erase the initial portion of now, we are now looking at part B, part 2. F of x plus 1 will be equal to f of x plus f of 1. We need to check that this will happen for what value of x. So my left hand side is f of x plus 1, which will be what? Guys, we were given that f of x initially was x square plus 1, right? This was given to us. So f of x plus 1 will be x plus 1 square plus 1. X plus 1 square is x square plus 1 plus 2x. Remember, a plus b square is a square plus b square plus 2ab plus 1. So I have x square plus 2x plus 1 plus 1 makes it 2. Right hand side, f of x plus f of 1 will be f of x is x square plus 1 plus f of 1 is 1 square plus 1. How do I find f of 1? Put x as 1 here. So this is going to be x square plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is x square plus 3. We want left hand side to be equal to right hand side. So if I erase this part of left hand side equal to right hand side implies x square plus 2x plus 2 is equal to x square plus 3. X square cancels on both sides. 2x is equal to 3 minus 2, which implies 2x is equal to 1, which implies x is equal to half. So my answer is that f of x plus 1 will be equal to f of x plus f of 1 for x equal to half. For x equal to half. Okay, so hoping students have understood this. Coming back to the back problems. When will f of 2x be equal to 2 times f of x? So let's come to the whiteboard to solve this. We are now looking at part 3. Erasing this part off. Part 3. When will f of 2x be equal to 2 times f of x? So let's look at the left hand side. F of 2x I can write as, now f of x is x squared plus 1. So f of 2x will be 2x squared plus 1. 2x squared is 4x squared plus 1. Right hand side will be 2 times f of x, which is 2 times, how much is f of x? X squared plus 1. So this I can write as 2x squared plus 2. When will LHS be equal to RHS? Because we want both to be equal. So this implies LHS is 4x squared plus 1. RHS is 2x squared plus 2. I can write this as 4x squared minus 2x squared equals 2 minus 1. So I get 2x squared is equal to 1. So x squared is equal to half, which implies what is x? Plus minus 1 over square root of. So the answer for this question, f of 2x will be equal to 2 times f of x for x taking the value plus minus 1 over square root of. Remember, these are all practice lectures. Students should have watched my video lectures on the theory part before doing these practice numericals. Okay, so hoping students have understood this. Coming back to the question paper, let's look at question number 2, which is the last question I intend to solve in this particular lecture. Okay, so let's come to question 2. Let us see what question 2 is asking us. Suppose f of x is 10 for all x. Find f of 0, f of minus 3, f of a plus h minus f of. Very simple, we have to just plug in the values. So erasing this part of question 2, we are given that f of x is equal to 10. Okay, we need to find out what will f of 0 be. F of 0 will always be 10 because it's a constant function. That means the function will take a constant value of 10 irrespective of the value of x. So f of 0 is 10. Okay. Then what was the next part asking us? F of minus 3 will also be 10. F of minus 3 will also be 10 because it's a constant function. And then we had f of a plus h minus f of a. That will also be 10. Why? Because see, f of a plus h is 10 because it's a constant function. F of a is also 10. So I can say therefore f of a plus h minus f of a will be 10 minus 10, which is 0. So I can make all students write a note that a constant function always takes a fixed value irrespective of the value of x. Irrespective of the value of x. A constant function will always take a fixed value irrespective of the value of x. That is why if f of x is 10, f of 0, f of minus 3, f of a plus h, f of a, all will be 10. Okay. So hoping students have understood how we have solved question number 2. Okay. This is where I stop in this particular lecture. In the next lecture, I'm going to start with the discussion of problem 3. So I hope all students have enjoyed this lecture. Any doubts, you can unmute your mic and ask, or you can get in touch with me for doubts on call or WhatsApp, or you can mail me your doubts at divineschoolof economics@gmail.com. This is where I stop in this lecture.